Hello, everybody. Welcome to the Sten transition segment. Yeah, let's go with that. I hope everybody is having a great time tonight, and I hope that people have been incredibly generous for Children's Miracle Network hospitals because we can donate for the kids, and it's for gaming. It's the best. Woohoo! I'm totally 100% super prepared for tonight or tomorrow or this morning. I don't know what it is over there. But yeah, we are going to be transitioning over. They're setting up the next round of the Cakecore tournament, number 5, the finale. And I was kind of thinking of doing some trivia because I didn't really know what else to do. And we're going to do it over one of my favorite subjects, which is mythology. Yeah, let's just do this. Yeah. Apparently, I'm a mod in here, so. Anywho. So, for those of you who want to join in, I'm going to ask these mythology questions in a question form, I guess. So, if you want to try, you can try to answer. And yeah, let's go, I guess. So, the first question, Pax was the Roman goddess of what? And that's Pax, as in Pax East and Pax South, Pax Prime. And yeah. I think those are the only ones. Uh, I didn't actually know this one myself, so that's a pretty tricky one. Yeah, that was a pretty obvious one, Alan. That was a pretty obvious one. You are correct, Pandemonius. And that's a pretty niche knowledge there. I'm impressed. Okay, so let's go over to the next question. Which Norse god was invulnerable to all, but was killed by mistletoe? I love Greek, and honestly, I love all mythologies. I know most about Greek and therefore sort of Roman because a lot of it's overlap. No, it was actually Odin's son, Balder. Balder was like the god that was like most loved by everyone. He was the best looking god. He was just the golden boy basically. And Loki got a bit upset, and he was like, "I'm gonna kill you." And in order to make sure that didn't happen, Odin's wife Frigg actually convinced all the plants and all the trees and every rock and all the things so that they couldn't actually kill Balder, which made him invulnerable. But she neglected to ask mistletoe because she thought, well, mistletoe is not a problem. It's not dangerous. But it turns out mistletoe is poisonous. And Loki actually tricked Balder's brother, who was blind, into killing his brother with a mistletoe dart. Yeah, pretty dark. Anywho, in mythology, what is the odd and mortal? So a demigod, basically, what referred to as mostly in Greek mythology. Am I? Oh well, that's poopy. Let me see. Uh, so in I I will let me just keep Discord up to make sure that I can keep checking it. In mythology, what is the offspring of a god and mortal called? So besides demigod, which is what they are. It's most oftenly used in Greek mythology, as far as I know. Was that better? Hopefully. Heresy. It's a little bit of a vague question, I feel, when I read it, but, I already read it out loud, so I was too. But, they are more oftenly referred to as heroes or hero in singular. But it's, like, kind of one of those questions where you're like, I mean, in hindsight, you are like, "Yes, no, obviously," but it's not something you think about when a question like this is asked. So, yeah, it was pretty lame, but I was committed. Okay, in Hindu mythology, the Hindu trinity are Brahma, Shiva, and who else? If I remember correctly, it's basically three major gods. Actually, Hindu mythology is one of the ones that I know a little bit less about. I think it will probably sound recognizable, but it's Vishnu. Yeah. So yeah. Okay, let's see. Hymen in Greek and Genius in Roman are gods of what? This is one more of those gods that the Romans just kind of copied, gave a different name, and made more warlike. At least I think so. No, well, close-ish. It's the gods of fertility and marriage. Although, as far as I know, Hera is also the goddess of marriage. Yeah, they probably had like multiples of each. Let's be honest. Okay. What kind of tree is sacred to Apollo? So, what is Apollo's sacred tree? As far as I know, Athena's sacred tree was an olive tree, which is what she gifted Athens to be named after it. Um, but yeah, Apollo's isn't the olive one. It is instead a laurel tree. Yeah. Okay. Next question is in Greek mythology, Clio was the muse of what? So there were nine muses in Greek mythology, and you have Calliope, who was the muse of epic poetry. You had Erato, who was the muse of love poetry. Euterpe, who was the muse of music, song, and lyric poetry. You got Melpomene, who was the muse of tragedy. Polyhymnia, wait, Polyhymnia? Yeah, let's go with that. Was the muse of hymns. Terpsichore, Terpsichore? I don't know how to pronounce it. Is the muse of dance. Thalia was the muse of comedy. Urania is the muse of astronomy, which apparently is an art form back in the day. Um, and Cleo, the last one, is the muse of history. I knew this would be a tricky question, but I figured it would be a fun one so I can go through the muses again. Okay. Um, Perseus used the Gorgon's head, Medusa, or Medusa's head, I guess, to turn whom into stone? Which he obviously at some point had to defeat the Gorgon named Medusa, who had a pretty bad deal, honestly, because Medusa was raped by Poseidon in Athena's temple, and then Athena was like, "You know what? I hate you, Medusa. How could you desecrate my temple like this?" And she turned Medusa into a Gorgon. Gods are fickle. Um, if you want to try and describe what the purpose of that person was, if you remember that one, Pandemonians, I'll accept that as well. Why have I turned into Stenstone spoken word, Torin? Because it's the best part of this stream, Torin. Obviously. No, I'm doing a what are they called again? Transition. Yeah, let's go with transition. So that the other guys can set up the next segment of the 24-hour charity marathon for Children's Miracle Network. So, and on the bright side, Torin, if you wait another couple hours, I got another one transitioned. Um, I don't think it's technically defined as a monster. It was a type. Although maybe he also did a monster. I don't know. After Perseus used the Gorgon's head, he gifted it or he sacrificed it to somebody, and they made the Aegis shield of it, which Athena used. Therefore, after. Feel like it's on the tip of your tongue there, Pandemonius. It's Atlas. Atlas is the Titan that is um, holding up the sky to make sure that Uranus does not, oh no, Uranus? Kind of depends on if we're going Roman or Greek. Can't go back to Gaia because he's dead. Oh no, he's dead, and then it's so that the sky doesn't fall down because Uranus is dead. I don't really know. It's been a while. Um, okay, next question. In Norse mythology, Odin traded an eye for what? So, what did Odin trade his eye for? No, not but I know that was referring to the previous one. I don't know if you all know anything about. Okay, so what Odin did, um, I believe, I like where you're going with that one. Sorry, I believe he was looking for knowledge about something or about Ragnarok or something along those lines. So what he did is he grabbed a noose and then he hung himself from Yggdrasil for I want to say 7 days or 3 days or 9 days, something along those lines. And he basically sacrificed an eye for wisdom. Yeah, that was like really weird. But yeah, he sacrificed his eye for wisdom. He is known as one of the wise gods in the Norse pantheon because of that. Um, what is the name of the mythological monster that had 9 heads? Oh, sorry. I'm not sure why I keep cutting out. What is the name of the mythological monster that has 9 heads? Yeah, it did kind of sound like auto-rotation. You're right, Soren. I didn't want to say it though. Yeah. Most people should know this, especially if you hang out with the MCU. So you cut one head off and two will grow back. A Hydra can have 9 heads. Yes. Yeah. That's the one they were looking for in this trivia quiz. Sorry. Okay, a griffin is a mythical beast that is a cross between a lion and what? An eagle, correct, Pandemonius. You have yet again answered a question correctly. Do you want to continue going or are you you know, are you okay with just taking home the microwave? Do you want to keep going for the fridge though? Like, because the next question will be Jason and the Argonauts sail to Colchis looking for what? Oh, um, well, no. Oh, I see. Well, they went to Colchis looking for the Golden Fleece. I believe that on the way they did meet a witch. Um, Circe, who wait, was that him? Or was that Odysseus? Oh, that was Odysseus, wasn't it? Yeah, no, that was Odysseus. Man, all these mythology. But yeah, no, they went looking for the Golden Fleece. Um, let me see. I love this question. It says, of the 12 labors Hercules performed, what was number 7? Mm-hmm. Yeah. If you know this one, I'll give you mad props. But if you don't, just, what labors do you remember Hercules had to perform? Because there was 12 of them. Surely you can remember some. I'll try to list as many as I remember too. Welcome. Oh man. Those 12 of them. Um, he had to kill the Nemean lion. He killed the Hydra. He killed the. I don't remember what that boar was called. It had a fancy name as well, but he killed the boar. Yeah. I don't think was it cleaning the river. Hi. Okay. We'll continue in the next segment.